Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on AI in everyday tools that are used by virtual assistants. My name is Jatin, and I'm thrilled to be joined by my colleagues Shay, Deep, and Shashi.
Thank you so much, Jatin. Hello, everyone. Now, as we know, today virtual assistants rely on a variety of tools to streamline their workflows and enhance our productivity. So, today we'll be diving into these artificial intelligence tools that are transforming these tools and making our tasks much more efficient and effective.
Absolutely, Shay. So, in today's session, we'll be exploring some of the most popular tools in the market, such as HubSpot, Zapier, Asana, Canva, and much more. These tools have integrated AI functionalities that are transforming the way VAs do their work.
That's right, Deep. From automating repetitive tasks to provide valuable insights, AI is reshaping the landscape of virtual assistants. Throughout this webinar, we'll be highlighting key AI features within these tools and discuss how they're empowering virtual assistants to deliver exceptional results to their clients.
And it's not just about understanding what these tools can do, it's also about seeing how AI will continue to evolve and shape the future of virtual assistants in general. So, by staying informed and leveraging all of these developments, we can stay ahead of the curve and deliver even greater value to all our clients.
You're absolutely right there, Jatin. So, guys, whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, we are confident that you'll be gaining valuable insights from today's discussion. So sit back, relax, and let's dive in into the 45 minutes to 1 hour of exciting world of AI tools that we use for our clients and by our virtual assistants.
Thank you so much, Shay, Deep, and Shashi, for setting the stage for today's webinar. And without further ado, let's get started. So, I will be starting first of all with a well known project management tool called as Asana. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Let me just quickly share screen. Yeah. So as you can see on my screen right now, this is your typical Asana dashboard. This is where you can create projects for any of your requirements. Once you create those projects, you can create independent tasks. You can assign them to different people and get them to work on those tasks, get them to work on those responsibilities. After which, you can also assign them some due dates so that they can stay connected with their tasks and finish the tasks by the deadline. Apart from that, you can also assign priorities to certain tasks so people know how important their task is in order to lead a certain project to its completion effectively, right? So, what I've done today is I have created a project already for our benefit. And the project is nothing else but this whole Wishup upskilling program, chapter 6, which is going on from today onwards for the next 5 days. So what I've done is I've compartmentalized all the activities that every single trainer, everyone who's associated with this entire upskilling program into three sections. I have created one section called as to do. So these are the responsibilities that we will be working on. Then there's another section called as done. So these are all the responsibilities that we've already taken care of. And there's the third section, which is called as ongoing, which means that this is something which we are doing right now as we are conducting this webinar, or even in the process of the next 5 days, right? So, here, just to give you an example of what Asana AI integration can help you with, let me just open one of these tasks. For example, prepare a list of topics to be covered under the webinar. Now, if you can see, the assignee for this task is me myself. So I will be working on this task. I have a certain due date, which was assigned to me by my manager, right? I have a certain dependencies, which we'll talk about some other time in a separate AI, in a separate Asana session that we may be conducting. Now, here, if you see, I have given a very detailed description of the task. Usually, people, what they do is that they just briefly explain what the task is going to be all about. They just mention this person is going to be doing this person is going to be accessing this document, he'll be working on this, he'll be working on that. And that's just the end of their description. Now, in order to have your task description crafted more effectively, what you can do very easily is just go to your chat GPT and give a very detailed prompt. I have already given an example of this to you. You can clearly see it on my screen. It says, we have a new project called as, I just copied the name of the project, as you can see. And then I wrote, for this webinar, the first task we need to do is to decide which topics to cover in this webinar. And then I have mentioned, prepare a task description for the following task. And I've copied the task. As you can see here, it's the same task. Yeah. This task includes selecting the dates and time at which different topics will be covered. After that, we will go through some common topics that our clients expects our OBM to know. We will also try to find out if there are any AI functionalities integrated into these tools, which is what our today's webinar is all about. And lastly, we will find out how can ChatGPT be used for multiple use cases in these tools. Last but not the least, we will assign fixed topics to trainers who will deliver the webinar. So for the next 5 days, we have several topics which are covered by different trainers who will be talking about that specific topic. Yeah. So this was my prompt, and then ChatGPT gave me a very detailed description, which includes an objective of that task, which includes the breakdown of all of these tasks in detail. And then you can see that it also gives me deliverables and timeline as well, and some additional notes as well. If you notice, there are a couple of fields for me here to edit, right? Such as insert start date, insert duration, insert end date, etc. Right now, what I did after that is copied this whole thing and I just pasted it here in the description. Now, let's talk about the most important part, which is the AI integration that Asana offers to us. So here you can see that in the task description, just underneath, you will find these three twinkling stars. And for those who do not know, always remember that wherever you find such twinkling stars, it could be one, it could be multiple of them, it means that that tool has an AI integration or an AI functionality which you can leverage and just effectively, produce better results and very easily, and saving by saving a lot of time. So here, as you can see, it is giving me a couple of these features. If I just click on it, it tells me that it can do three things. It can summarize the whole task for me. If I am someone who's been associated with a certain task for the very first time and I don't know how to interpret all of this, I should use the summarize task option. If I click on this, it will take some time, but it will give me a detailed summary of what the task is all about so that I don't have to read the whole thing and be scared as to, oh my god, there are so many things. I might just get like really confused. So if you notice that this has given a very detailed summary of the task description, thereby simplifying the whole description in a very small gist, which can easily help me understand what the task is all about. Yeah. The second AI feature here is drafting subtasks. Now, what is interesting is that there is something similar that you can do with the help of ChatGPT as well. Uh, just underneath this, you will find a certain prompt which says, basis the above task, which means this one. So basis this task, draft subtasks for it. This was the simple command that I gave ChatGPT, and it drafted all of these subtasks which I could put into Asana as subtasks just by clicking on this. But can you imagine how much of manual work will that be? There are easily up to 25 to 30 of these subtasks which are provided by ChatGPT, and it's just going to take a lot of my time, right? So instead of that, what I can do is I can use draft subtasks option here. If I click on it, it will take some time. And now, if you can see, it has drafted all of these subtasks for me, which are very relevant to the task description that I had given. Now, if you notice, it says determine key areas of expertise for webinar, research common OBM topics, include common OBM topics in webinar agenda, investigate AI functionalities in OBM tools. A lot of these, right? And it ends with ensure that the trainers are prepared for assigned topics. Now, all I can do is I can click on add subtasks very easily and they will be added. If I want to remove any of these, I can just click on remove subtasks so it will not be added into the list. Once I click on add subtasks, it takes some time and it adds all of these subtasks for you. And then you can, click on them separately and then have them assigned to someone, give a certain due date uh, for it to be worked on, right? You can also very easily change the wordings just by double clicking uh, this, and you can write it, in your own way. So, there are all of these beautiful, uh, AI functionalities, which brings me to the last functionality that it provides, which is recommending edits. Now, what does that mean? This means that your task description that you've given here, it can be altered in any fashion that you want. So if you just wait for a bit, what will it do is that it will refine your uh, task description for you. You can make it more professional, more direct, more friendly, polite, casual, depending on your choice. You can either make it more lengthy or you can shorten it as well. Let's just, to show you as an example, go with shorten. Now you will realize that it has significantly reduced the length of the task description. That's how effective this is. And then all you need to do is click on replace and your task description, which is, by the way, now selected like that because that AI functionality is using it. You can just easily click on replace and it will get the whole draft, which was put in your task description, replaced for you. So this was the AI functionalities that were given in Asana, which is a very effective project management tool. And I think that's it actually from my end. Make sure that you use all of these functionalities and uh, come up with really good projects and really good task descriptions that can help you deliver good projects at before the deadline actually. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it from my side. Let's now move to Share, who will be taking us through ClickUp and Buffer. ClickUp, which is another project management tool, and Buffer, which is a social media scheduling. So yes, over to you, Share.
Thank you so much, Jatin. I was just about to finish my coffee. So in continuation with project management tools, I want to start with another project management tool called ClickUp. So ClickUp has become very popular in the last year because of the heavy funding that it has received. The top project management tools were always Asana, Trello, and Jira, also Notion. But somehow, due to the funding that it has received, it has catapulted itself into the top 5 project management tools today. The first thing that I wanted to show is a list of AI tool database that it continues to assemble on a daily basis. Let me share my screen and first of all, show you that table. Give me 1 second before my screen loads. So as you can see, this is the list of AI tools that they have been released since November 2022. That is the link. This is the category of the AI tool and a small description. If I scroll down, there are almost 280 tools that have come in and released in the market, and they continue to keep updating that. Yeah. All you have to do is just type in always up-to-date AI tool database in Google, and it will come up with this. So let's move on with ClickUp AI tool. If you type in ClickUp AI tool, it is called as ClickUp Brain, one AI to replace them all. Click that. login into your account. Now you need to click on try for free button that you see here, and then only it will activate the AI tool, which is only free for 14 days. So try to use up and learn all the free features, because I have a fear that these will become paid features within no time. Yeah, the window would pop up here, and you can minimize, and the button to again maximize it is here. I have created three Wishup spaces, three spaces. One of them is Wishup. The second one is client number one and client number two. Yeah, here it's called spaces. In Asana language, it's probably, workspace, and in Trello as well. Now, the first thing that I wanted to show is how it has its own AI doc. Instead of using Microsoft Word or Google Doc, you can just start using the ClickUp doc and create a table, write something, add few columns, make a list, bullet points, as much as you would do on a Google Doc. Yeah, so that's the first feature. Instead of going to another document, another browser link, you might as well start using that right here. So a small feature, but interesting feature. Let's jump into the best feature that I think is the automation one. So as you can see, it is still in the beta stage, so we are expecting a lot more improvements. So let's see what it can do. I'm going to give a small prompt. When a task is created, assign it to, let's say, Naveen, and click on that. And then it will give you a flowchart. So when a task or a subtask is created, that is the trigger. The action should be, it should be assigned. So change assignees, which it was already there. Now I need to assign it to Naveen. So I've clicked that and clicked on create. Now let's see if that works. Yeah. Now this is in client number 2. I will go to a task and create task C, for example. And let's see if that worked. Yes, see, it has automatically assigned Naveen to it. So very interesting feature. The automation still, though it's in the beta stage, it seems to be running pretty well. Yeah. The next feature that I want to talk about is again the second most important feature, which is your daily to-do lists or task management. If you open up the ClickUp Brain, which is that window that I was talking about, these are the most commonly related tasks that you might ponder on at the beginning of your week, maybe at the beginning of every day. Like, what tasks should I be working on? What are my urgent tasks? What are my overdue tasks? Or what tasks should I be doing next? So if I just click on this one, because this is, I think everyone on a Monday would want to know what are my urgent tasks, it will pop up with these things. Now, do note that it will scan through all the three spaces that you have, like Wishup training, client number 1, and client number 2. As you can see, it has shown that this task is overdue. Task number 1 is overdue since the 24th of April. Yeah. So that will mean that it is my urgent task. Now, it could be several reasons why it's deeming that as urgent. Either I wouldn't have updated that, or maybe I have done that and forgotten to update it on ClickUp, or maybe I've not done it at all. Yeah. So I'll obviously click that and then go and attend to that task. So again, interesting feature. Similarly, there are other things that you might ponder on. What tasks are coming up next? What tasks are open and assigned to me? So all these questions are something that you will want to know at the beginning of your day. This is also a small feature in relation to this that I wanted to show. If you go to the home tab or your home screen, it will show something called as the AI stand-up. Now, I'm not sure why it's called as a stand-up. Now, let's see what it does. I was thinking a bit. It is nothing but a commentary of the last activity that you've done in the last 7 days. Maybe it's taking a bit of time. Let's come back to this later. But it's just a small AI feature which I didn't find interesting enough. But it will just tell you the last update that you've made. Yeah, let's click on that and see if that works. All right, let's come back to that later. Let me show you the next AI feature is the AI write-up, write with AI. I've just gone into some task. Now, let's say, for example, you want to write an Instagram post. What would you do? You would go to ChatGPT, you would go to Gemini, or you would go to, let's say, recently nowadays, people are using Copilot as well. So let's say I want to write a Facebook caption or an Instagram post, whatever, about my NGO's Nari Foundation new initiative to distribute sanitary pads. So I'll copy that here. So what I'm doing here is instead of opening ChatGPT or any AI tool or Gemini or ClickUp or whatever your favorite AI tool is, I'm not opening that. I'm using ClickUp's AI feature to write this. Now, as you can see, you can also change the tone of your voice. Now, this is an NGO. Maybe I want to keep it inspirational. So I'll choose that. I'll keep the creativity as high and click on generate. Yeah. So it has generated a Facebook post. As you can see, it is generating right now. Interestingly, can you see that it puts in or inserts emojis? It has also made the name of the foundation in bold. I don't think any other ChatGPT or AI tool does that. Can you also see another emoji here, which is very interesting, and a third and a fourth emoji, plus 4 hashtags. That's very interesting. I've not seen any other AI tool doing this without getting secondary prompts. Yeah. So this is the first thing. Now, what is the next feature? The next feature, now that I've created task C, what is my task C? A Facebook post about my new initiative from my Nari Foundation NGO to distribute sanitary napkins or sanitary pads. I would want to create subtasks now manually. That's something that I would have done. Click on subtask and see if it creates any subtasks. It has not generated. Usually it takes a little bit of time because usually I've just created the task, but sometimes it will saying that no subtask was generated. Please ensure that the task is complete and actionable or contact the support. So maybe it takes time or maybe I need to complete that. And then let's see if I mark that as complete and if it will generate any subtask. But it does generate, and I've seen that again. Well, not working. But that is something that it does. It usually generates 2 or 3 subtasks as well without you having to do it manually. Yeah. Let's go on to the next feature. Now, can you summarize my task? This is something you might want to do when you're sipping your coffee and you've just opened your laptop. All you want to do is just list out all the tasks. So it is doing that. It will again capture and scan through all 3 spaces. So located in client number 1 space, this is the task, blah, blah, blah. In client number 2 space, this is the task. So this is just but a gist of everything. This is something that you want to do at the beginning of your day. Yeah. And it will take time because, I have 4 tasks. So it has taken less than 10 seconds. But if you have 20 or 30 tasks, it will take approximately 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah. So these are the features for ClickUp AI that are currently free, just to let you know. These might again vanish maybe in the next month's time, or they might put that into the premium feature. Yeah. So do get into that 14-day free trial right now and practice it as much as you can. Yeah. Let's move on to another tool, which we use quite frequently, the Buffer tool. Now, the Buffer tool, what it does for people who don't know is it's a social media scheduling post. Now, for many years and even today, it has still remained free. Most of its features are free. They also have the premium feature as well. But you don't need to buy the premium feature, the premium plans, because it does pretty much everything that you want it to do on the free version. So this is the home dashboard. I have integrated a Facebook and X integration to my Buffer because these are the two platforms that I use. Now it's a scheduling tool. The other scheduling tools that you might want to use are Canva and HubSpot. But then again, Canva, it's a paid feature, and in HubSpot, you can only schedule 3 posts per day. Buffer does not have any such limitations. You might want to do it in 2 ways. Yeah. So the first way is to create. So click on create, the button over here, the tab over here. You want to first generate an idea. Yeah. Use the AI assistant. Click on that and post that here. The same thing. I'm using the same example here. Write a Facebook post caption about my NGO's Nari Foundation's new initiative to distribute sanitary napkins. Generate. It'll take a few seconds. As you can see, it has generated a Facebook caption. It has already included 3 hashtags. If I like it, I can click on insert. If you want it to rephrase, click on rephrase if you don't like that caption. So it has given me another caption within a fraction of a second. Now it's a Facebook post, so maybe I want to expand on it because usually Facebook posts are a little bit longer. Instagram posts are also somewhat not too short, not too long. And X posts on X are always within 145 characters. So maybe in that case, you want to shorten it. Now, as you can see, it has given me a good, I would say 200 words, and it has given me 6 hashtags. I like this one. So I'll click on insert. If you want to make changes again, if you're still unsatisfied, just highlight that. And you might see that you can shorten it again, expand it again. I want to shorten it. Let's see what it does. And you can click on refine with AI to do the same. So it has buttons here as well and on the right hand side as well. You can also make it more casual and formal depending on the platform. Now, this is a NGO foundation. Maybe I want to make it more casual. So click on more casual as well. And yeah, bingo. Now, this is an idea. So you can save this idea and it will go and stick here so that you can use it later. So this is the first way of using Buffer AI. Second way is just while you're, posting it or scheduling it. So go to the posting platform, posting window. And as you can see, there are 2 integrations here. You can insert, drag and drop your video or your whatever image and start using the AI assistant right here. Put the same thing, generate. This is a nice post for X because it has less than 145 characters. I think 2 hashtags. So I can click on insert. If I highlight that, now can you see that it has given me 3 symbols? Do not confuse yourself with these 2 buttons. These are Grammarly AI that are working because I've already installed the Chrome extension. So ignore that. This is the one that you want to use. Yeah. Rephrase it. Let's see what it does. So keep doing that. Keep refining it. Make it more casual. Make it more formal, and schedule the post. Yeah. So this is the Buffer's AI feature. Again, I'm not sure how long will it stay as a free feature. So use it as much as you can and make the most out of the free feature. Yeah. That's all from me. And thank you so much. I'll pass on the baton to Shashi now, who will be talking about our CRM tools, HubSpot in this case. Over to you, Shashi.
Thank you, Shay. Thank you so much for that information, informative session on Buffer and ClickUp. So, guys, I'm going to cover a very essential tool today. It's called HubSpot. It's an online, all-in-one tool that helps businesses attract customers online, and it has a lot of features like email marketing, social media management, and website analytics. All of this is shown in one tool, wherein you get dashboards, to see the data, how your campaigns are performing. So I'll just share my screen. Let me know when my screen pops up. I think, yeah, it's on. Yes. So today we're going to cover the marketing aspect of HubSpot. The marketing feature coupled with AI is like a superhero for your team, right? It not only enables you to see what's happening with your campaigns online, but it also helps you create eye-catching emails, send your customers, manage your social media post, and also acts as a lead nurturing platform, right? So let's deep dive into the two sections that we'll be covering today. The first one is the email one, right? So when you click on the marketing button here, you get an email. If you click on this, you'll get to this window, right? So let's say you have an email which you used in the previous campaign, or you've made an email using ChatGPT, right? You come here, you paste it over here, and the AI capabilities over here, when you highlight the text, it shows you this button, right? When you click on this, it gives you three options: rewrite, expand, shorten, and it also gives you how to change the tone, right? Let's say, uh, let's say we click on rewrite. The chatbot is going to do its magic, and yeah. So see, we have one example generated over here. Let's say you don't like this one, click on generate, and it's going to give you another option. Let's say you go with this one, simply click insert, right? Now, what if you want to change the tone of this? So we have a lot of options over here. Let's explore professional first, right? So every time you do this, it's the AI works on the background, gets you the best, replacement option possible, and the bot will do its magic. Yeah, insert, right? And this is how it enables you to change the email settings, right? The next feature that I'm going to cover is blogs, right? When you click on blogs, it redirects you to this page, right? Wherein you have something called start from scratch or generate with AI. When you click on AI, you just have to put in a basic idea. Let's say I put in how virtual assistants proficient in AI tools boost your business, right? You don't need to be descriptive here so much, right? You click on next, and it's just going to pop up with some options for your titles. So just generating some ideas. Let's say out of these, I don't like this one, so let's click on generate new title, right? It's automatically going to generate another title. You select this one and you click on next. Now comes the main wizardry. Before the AI capabilities of HubSpot, people were spending a lot of time deciding on the title, working with keywords, working on SEO capabilities. But now what you have is you have a blueprint of your blog, right? So over here, you can see it's generated different titles for me. That means the blog is, sectioned. Let's say I like first two. The third one I want to change. So again, the AI magic over here is going to change the title. And let's say I want to keep this one on the second position, right? When you click on generate blog post, it's going to generate it. It's not only going to generate a blog post for you, but it's also going to put it in a form of a website blog post, right? So there's no copy pasting it on a platform, then rearranging it, changing the text, changing the fonts, or highlighting things. Everything is going to be done here, and it's just going to give you a final version of it, right? Let's yeah, great, great. As you can see here, it's giving you a final layout, right? With all the titles, all the fonts, bold. Over here, you have the social media buttons. You just have to edit and connect the social media to this. And this is how your text looks over here, right? So if we see, let's say I want to change this one. So I'm going to select it, right? And I'll just click on this one. The same thing that we saw during our email one. So let's say we want to rewrite it. The bot is going to do its magic. It's going to rewrite. And again, as we saw previously, you are going to get a button generate another one, right? Just look at it here. If you like it, then great. Else, generate another one. And in a few moments, it'll just generate a new draft for you. Let's say we insert it. Now, let's say we want to change the tone of this, right? Again, click here and change the tone. Let's say I want to make it educational. Again, it's going to do its magic. and generate it. Yeah. Right. When I click on insert, it's going to give me, going to change it here. So as you can see, with the AI feature, everything is done for you. You do not have to arrange it. Even, when you scroll down at the bottom, this is how it's going to look on your website or blog post site, right? Everything is over here. So this is how we have, leveraged AI in HubSpot. HubSpot has been a tremendous, tool for the startup ecosystem and the businesses. It helps you manage everything related to marketing and also nurture your leads. The pre-AI era of HubSpot was where people had to put a lot of effort into creating the content, arranging it, thinking of better subtitles, make it SEO and keyword friendly, right? But with this free version of the AI that we have right now, everything is done for you. The team only has to focus on getting the productivity up. They're working on the creative part and how to grow the business part, right? So these AI features that I showed you on the blog post and email, everything is available on all the options of HubSpot. What you can do is you can just select any text and use the AI power, right? So, yep, with this, we finish with HubSpot. Now we're going to go back to Deep, our Canva wizard, to show us the AI magic that Canva has.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shashi. That was very, very informative. So, hello, everyone. It's great to be with you all again. So, today I'll be talking about the AI features included in Canva, my go-to or, my favorite tool as a VA. So, we all know that Canva is a great tool for designing amazing creatives, even if you are not a pro at it. When I started my journey as a virtual assistant, it became my favorite tool because it helped me, on my day-to-day duties. I was able to design creative pitch decks, flyers, posts for my clients. So yeah, I do feel, if you're starting your VA journey, or even if you're not a VA for that matter, it's very important to start utilizing Canva to its full potential. And when I say its full potential, I'm also talking about the AI features. Yes, you heard it right. Canva has made it even simple for us to design with its AI features. And I'll be talking about that today. We'll be creating some cool stuff using Canva. So before that, I'll be sharing my screen and give me just 1 second. I hope my screen is now visible to everyone. Okay, yeah. So this is my Canva home screen, and so Canva with its Canva, why Canva? I mean, usually Canva gives you an easy UI to to navigate through your designs or creating your designs, right? So as you can see on my home screen, if you want to separately talk about the AI feature or you want to jump to the AI features of Canva, you can directly jump from here on my left hand side panel, which says Magic Studio. So all the cool AI features are included under the Magic Studio. But Canva being Canva, it has simplified us here as well, So you can just put a prompt here, just like any other, AI tool like ChatGPT. You can just put your prompt here and it will generate cool designs for you. It could be your IG post, it could be your Facebook post, it could be a video, it could be presentation or anything for that matter, right? So I gave it a prompt earlier before starting the webinar. I asked it to create an IG post for my upcoming webinar. So as you can see, just with a click, just by writing my prompt, it has given me a couple of options to choose from. Now, this is why it is cool, because it has given me pre-filled content. So if you're not that, content savvy for that matter, right? Or you want to write amazing content for your post or, anything for your flyer for, also, you can just use the AI feature of Canva and do it. And this is completely free, right? It has given me a couple of options to choose from here. I can just click here and I can click on, uh, you know, uh, customize my design, right? So using this, I can customize the design and, make it my own. I can rebrand it, put my own branding, add a logo, change the colors or anything, right? So this is just an example of how to create any post or design using Canva. Now, another feature is creating pitch decks. Now, it is also included in the same under the same hood. If I go back to my home and if I write a prompt of creating a pitch deck, it will create a pitch deck, right? So I created a pitch deck for you guys before. I asked AI to create a pitch deck for my NGO, which is an old age home, to generate grant, right? So it gave me a couple of options here. So as you can see, just like my IG post, it has given me a couple of pitch decks to choose from. Now I can choose the pitch deck from here. I chose one design, which I'll be showing you guys. This is the design that I chose. Very simple, very minimalistic. Again, with the pre-filled content, I can change it accordingly. I can customize it, right? Now, one thing that you guys must be noting here is that it also, because I'm using, yes, all of that what I'm telling you is available in the free tool. So yes, for now, as Shay said, it is available in free versions. So yeah, utilize it until it is free, right? So as you can see, it has given me a couple of image options which comes under the pro version of Canva. Now what you can do is, what I did here is I changed it by adding my own picture, by adding my logo, by changing the color palette, and it became my own branding here, right? So option one is that, but we have another cool option, which is generating images using a prompt. So that takes me back to the home screen. So to navigate to this feature, we all know that AI. We all have been trying. You must be seeing it on your Instagram or Facebook as well. People are using AI creating images, cool images, right? So you can do that too using Canva. In fact, because we all know that couple of our free tools, which were DALL-E, Midjourney, have become paid. Although they are available as free credits on couple of third-party tools, but yeah, when we have Canva, we can use it. So if I have to navigate to that feature, go to apps. You can search here for Magic Edit or Magic Design, but sorry, Magic Media, yes. But I clicked on AI powered and it gave me the option for Magic Media. Now this is the feature that we'll be using. This is where you can generate cool and fun images for your designs. As you can see, I was struggling to add an image for my old age home PPT for my NGO, but you can just simply create it here. So there are two options. As you can see, it says use in the new design or use in existing design. Now I've already created a design for you guys. So I'll just click on use in existing design and I will take you guys there. Give me just 1 second. Yes. So as you can see, this is the design that I created for you guys. And this is the place where we'll be doing the whole magic. Now I'll be putting a prompt, let's say um, solar power plant in a deserted area. Now let's see what it gives us, right? It'll take a few seconds to generate, but again, I want to save the time and I've already created a couple of options for us. So as you can see, this is what it gave me earlier. Now it has started generating the options as well. So every time you will generate it, will give you something new, something new to choose from. You can regenerate, again, completely free to use. You can use it, right? Also another quick feature, it has generated 4 options for me. I can choose either of them or regenerate, right? Earlier it gave me this great image over here which I have chosen. You can also change the style of the image, right? Let's say you are creating a pitch deck which does not require a realistic image. It only requires something that can be let's say dreamy for that matter, right? Or I also chose one option wherein you can do concept art. So this is what it gave me when I changed the style to concept. So as you can see, another one is, this is dreamy that I chose, right? And this is minimalistic. So you can change it. I mean, this is again leverage the free tools because they have the power, right? This is one thing wherein you can generate from text to image, but that does not stop there. Canva's free feature also allows us to generate graphics. Now, for all those people who have used Canva, we all know we create multiple elements, or I mean, we search for multiple elements for our design, right? We want, let's say, a confetti on our IG post. We need, let's say, something else, right? So just like that, let's say I just wanted a graphic of it to be added. I clicked on graphics, added the same prompt, and this is what it gave me. These were the 4 different options that I can choose. Again, very cool. I can regenerate, change the styles, and yeah, I can do that, right? Another is video, right? I gave it the same prompt, and again, it gave me a good to have video, right? So these are a couple of features that I really love using Canva, you know. Uh, Also, one more feature that I have is Magic Write. So if you're using Canva, you don't have to, switch your tabs or, go to ChatGPT to generate content. You can simply do it using the doc or the Magic Write feature right here. So I clicked on the doc option, clicked on this plus button, is Magic Write. I'll click here and I'll say write a newsletter for my upcoming webinar on AI scheduled on April 29th, right? So once I click on generate, it will start generating the result. I had already generated it before. So this is what it gave me, right? Now again, all the magic of AI or to generate your crisp result, all of that depends on the prompt that you give. So to learn more about prompt, we had already taken care of it in our last couple of sessions. You can go back, we'll give you the link on our description, and you can see the recording of our last webinars to know about prompting or how to create best prompts. So yeah, these are some of the features that are available in the free version. Couple of other features that are available in the paid paid version of Canva are you can edit the video, you can change the background of your image, or you can also erase items from your image. So these are a couple of other which are available in paid version if you're using it. So yeah, that brings me towards the end of my part, which is Canva. Um, so yeah, I think we are up for questions. This is going to be a fun round. We have, I think, quite amount of time to answer your queries. So please feel free to write your questions on the chat section, and we'll be happy to answer. We'll take it from there. So yeah.
So I think if you have any feedback to give, we'd really appreciate that as well.
Absolutely.
Guys, always remember to use count the number of days of free trial that you have, because this is what I did. I exhausted my free trial, and then that feature is not available again. So do remember, only work emails work on this one, on all these AI tools. Like for example, you can't use your personal email to register or make a new account. So you have to use your work emails and make the most out of that free trial.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So let me just take this opportunity to give you guys an update about what we are going to do for the next 3-4 days. So this is just the beginning of the upskilling program, wherein we are covering total 5 topics from Monday until Friday for you. Tomorrow is going to be another session, which is going to be focused on Excel skills. So if you have, anyone who's looking for some more knowledge on Excel, or if you yourself want to upskill more on that, make sure that you join it. And we'll keep on giving you updates about the upcoming session and every one.
Maybe a lot of people might have questions once they actually start using these features. Yeah. So guys, feel free to email us, message us, you know, on our
Or drop the
platform.
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as Pujata has already mentioned, don't forget to subscribe the channel because as Shay and Jatin mentioned, we are doing regular upskilling sessions. So yes, please go ahead, subscribe, share, like.
Though I think one commonality that I noticed between Asana and ClickUp is that the AI functionalities, they are very similar, like at least a couple of them. It can also summarize the tasks just like Asana. Even ClickUp can give you subtasks just like Asana, and it can change the description. So yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
noticed
most
that.
of the project management tools you will find such commonalities in the coming days for sure.
And I also noticed that all of these tools, when you go and change the content, it gave us to make it, like expand, shorten, and the theme, like make it professional, witty, or make it warm, educational. I think these are also some of very common traits that we saw on all the training tools.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dilip is asking, so do clients give us access to the required tools if and when it's needed?
yes. So it depends. There are clients who will provide you the tools. Then there are clients who don't use the tools as yet. You can suggest them to simplify their work or become more efficient. So yeah, there are both the cases that may happen. So yeah.
So that has a question. What are the fundamental capabilities of AI-driven virtual assistant tools that differentiate them from traditional software solutions?
To answer that quickly, I think when we look at these tools, right, on a lot of tools, you saw that there's minimal, going back and forth different between different platforms. I mean, you don't have to access ChatGPT or Gemini every time. For example, on ClickUp, we saw that it lets you edit everything there and there. The final output of the blog was exactly how it would get posted on a website. Wherein if you use other traditional tools, you have to work on everything from content to making it SEO friendly, adding the keywords, and then do that back and forth between previewing it on how it would look on the website. So I think a lot of these tools give you that view within their tools, and that is one major differentiating factor between these tools and the other traditional ones that we use.
Correct.
Also, because of that, it just saves a lot of time as well. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Shreya.
Yeah, no, I mean, that is the exact purpose of these built-in AI tools so that you don't have to go and log in on ChatGPT or another AI tool, bring content from there and post it here. This is like an all-in-one feature. That's what they're trying to achieve. Each of these built-in AI tools, they want you to just stay on their platform instead of navigating anywhere else.
True, and I think one thing that all four of us have in common, I mean, we try to achieve it in our today's session, is to utilize just the free versions, right? So it is very important to start with the free version, utilize it to its full potential, before even pitching it to your client. And there are a lot of tools which are available for free throughout. So yeah, I mean, just start with the free versions. You don't have to buy any subscription right away.
Deep, you have a question from Twinkle about
Okay.
Canva.
It says, how does Canva ensure the security and privacy of its users' data and designs?
I think I have to research about it, but then, what I know, because I've been using Canva for almost 7 years now, and my data has been safe so far. But yeah, you do sign, I mean, it has privacy policy, just like you saving its data, they also save yours. So yeah.
Yeah, I think one more thing on Canva is when you design your stuff and when you design the text and all the posts, it actually has a data privacy feature by according to which it does not share the data with any of the users. If you want to do that, yes, you can contribute to the community in form of templates, right? Like let's say if you go on Canva and you pick up a template, I mean, when you type in, let's say I want to make a Christmas, card, you do see that there are a couple of templates online, right? So those templates are the ones that have been shared, given permission by the users, right? So that's one way of sharing your content. But apart from that, everything is, covered in the privacy policy.
Absolutely. And I think Nicholson also have another question. He's asking, do you think actual content created by people will have better SEO results than AI generated content?
I want to
Uh,
take up this one because
yeah,
I
yeah.
think I was recently reading about it. Well, Nicholson, that's a very good question. If you use it very wisely and carefully with the right prompts, AI generated content can actually boost the SEO rankings. It will, and thereby improve the website performance and also shape up the SEO practices. This is something that I read before. So I want to let you know that AI built feature is a little bit better than manual features. Yeah. I also read in the same article that Google is trying to disallow that for some reason, and I couldn't finish that. So maybe you want to read up on that. But yeah,
And I think, in a broader term, it is also required to have a human touch in any of the AI generated content, post, video, whatever you're doing. I mean, it is required you to give it, your own touch. So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that's a very good point, Deep. I think even when we train our trainees, we always mention to give it a human element. It should not appear mechanical because I can speak for myself and Jatin. Whenever we look at tasks, we can easily differentiate it whether it's an AI tool created content or someone who has at least modified a little bit. And that's what people want. People ultimately want a human touch to it. It should not appear too robotic.
true. Okay.
Let's just take one last question before we end the webinar for today. It says, since we work for different businesses or different clients by using AI tools, I believe that we may expose sensitive data of the clients to these tools. As BAs, is it okay to use AI tools without any prior approvals?
The VA managers should answer this question.
Absolutely. No, I think, yeah, you have a valid point. You should definitely, talk to your client before using any AI tool. But all the AI tools, most of them, they have security of your data. Most of it is, encrypted. So I think it is still easy for us to say to, go and use it. Uh, yeah, I think you can utilize,
Also, I
and
think,
before
uh,
using it, you can definitely talk to your client.
yeah, Deepan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think clients also actively promote the use of AI because it is going to help them increase the efficiency and productivity overall in general. So that's another perspective.
They do, they do. In fact, you're not exposing any of the client data as such, if we see it, right? We are just giving it a prompt and asking it to generate something from scratch. Then that's why if you're concerned about your client data, create something as a starter for, let's say, let's take an example of creating a pitch deck, right? Don't use the data that your client has given to create the pitch deck. Ask Canva or any other tool for that matter to generate a basic PPT with the design that you want, with the content that you want, right? And then, as we already mentioned, the hint of human touch should be there. So put the details that your client has provided to you. And, as Jatin mentioned, yes, there are a lot of clients who are coming in these days who are specifically asking that your VA should be equipped with AI. So, yeah, the clients are promoting the use of AI.
Cool. Yeah, I think let's just wrap today's webinar here. Uh, but still, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section so that we can go there, look at those comments, look at those questions, and give you your answers. Stay tuned with us. We still have about 3 to 4 webinar topics to cover in the next 4 days. All of them, they will start at 8 p.m. on the same YouTube channel. So stay tuned.